Hey, it's Shane. Earlier today, I filmed my interview with the Frank's Haunted Book Society featured author for May 2026, Blackfoot author Alex Soop. We talked about his book, Whistle at Night and They Will Come. This is volume 2 of a horror collection anthology. And it went really well. I'm grateful that I found Alex. He's a local in the Calgary area, so it was amazing to be able to sit down and chat. We were at the Alexandra Writer Center Society. I'm also very grateful for Precious and the team at AWCS for allowing me to invade their space. This one was a little bit short. I'm trying to tell myself that doesn't mean I missed something. I didn't ask enough questions. I guess this little bit of an a little bit of introduction to ask the question, what do you think? What do you think of what Frank and I are doing here? How could I change things up? It's just, I like sitting down, having these conversations. The whole purpose is to build community within the indie horror space, and I hope that's what I'm accomplishing. But I am always open to feedback, so I hope you enjoy. Alex, it was great to sit down with him. Like I said, I was grateful to have the opportunity. I hope you watch. I hope you check out his work, and I can pretty much guarantee that we're going to be talking with Alex again soon. So enjoy. I hope you're doing well. Hey, this is Shane. I'm with Frank's Haunted Book Society. Frank is taking the day off again. I don't know. He runs the joint, but I don't know why he's never here. Decoy's watching the door somewhere. I am super excited to be here with Blackfoot author Alex Soop. And we're going to talk about his anthology collection. This is book 2 in his series. This is Whistle at Night and They Will Come. Yeah. Definitely thumbs up. So first I'll do just a quick blurb for you, and then We'll do a little bit of a warm-up behind the author. So Alex Soop's ancestral home is the Kainai blood nation of the Blackfoot Confederacy. While striving to entertain readers with his blood-curdling tales, Alexander imaginatively includes issues that plague the First Nations peoples, including alcohol and drug abuse, systemic racism, missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, suicide, foster care, residential school aftereffects, and over-incarceration. He also deals with legends of Indigenous folklore such as Wendigo, ghostly spirits, and the afterlife. He is the author of the horror collections Midnight Storm, Moonless Sky, and of course Whistle at Night, which is our featured read for May 2026, if I need to throw that in there. So we'll do a little bit of a warm-up. When did you start writing, and when did you start with the intention of sharing it with the world?
2019. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about early 2019. I was kind of going through a dark time in my life. I was reading a lot, and then I was like, I want to start my own writing. So yeah, a couple of my buddies, I'd give them like a couple pages of something. They'd be like, hey, this sounds pretty good. Yeah. So they say it keeps them engaged. So from there, I just started coming up with my own stories. And,
nice. So who or what were your most important early influences?
Stephen King.
Yes, I was kind of expecting that.
And then, I was reading at that time Thomas King.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't do any horrors, but it was like his style of writing, right?
Okay.
Kept me engaged.
Yes.
And then Wabgashig Rice,
yeah.
He's Indigenous.
Yes.
The first story I'm going to say that really wanted to get me to writing when I was in Bow Valley College was Drew Hayden Taylor, Night Wanderer.
Yeah, okay.
I really, because it was all about natives, right?
Yeah.
Indigenous. So
yeah.
I was like, hey, that's the one that got me. But Stephen King's what really got me going, the motivated, right?
Maybe into the genre
more.
Yeah,
there you go. Into the genre.
Yeah. Nice, nice. So for me, a big part of being an author in general is community. Um, can you talk a little bit about what role community has played in your journey so far?
Well, being Indigenous, first of all, and with the whole reconciliation thing, I
Yeah,
think um, non-Indigenous Canadians, or Canadians and Americans, the whole world,
yeah,
they're listening to our stories more. Right?
yes,
So you're letting us have our voices.
yeah.
So I think that's where, for sure.
Okay. I know. Well, and I know there's a long way to go in that regard,
Yeah.
but that's good that it's
Mm-hmm.
played a role for sure. Do you have any other than writing? Do you have other creative endeavors that are important to you?
Music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been making music. I've been playing drums since I was 10.
Oh wow.
And then, you know what a DAW is? Digital Audio Workstation?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I've been using one of those since 2010.
Oh nice.
It's been a while since I went near mine, but
Yeah.
still a thing. I want to.
Get back into.
Yeah, I want to start my own podcast too soon.
Oh
So
yeah.
I made my own introduction song a couple months back.
Oh nice.
So
So you're ready.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's gotta.
awesome. Okay,
It's in the works.
looking forward to that for sure. We'll talk a little bit about creative process. With everything that's involved in being an author, is there something that you're good at but you don't like doing?
Video games.
Okay.
it, I love my video games, but I feel like it's kind of a waste of time, especially at my age.
Yeah.
So not too much a waste of time, but if you do it too much, right?
There's a line.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
a
line to
line.
be crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to writing, is there something that you're maybe not so good at but you love doing?
Reiterate, like, how would you?
So is there a part of the process with writing a story or editing or anything like that that you're just maybe you feel you could improve at, but you love the act of it?
It's a good question. I'll have to come back on that one.
Okay, yeah, no worries. We can revisit. Um, do you, when you're writing, do you have your reader in mind when you're writing, or is it more for yourself?
For myself,
Yeah.
I just picture like I have ADD, right? So
Okay.
uh, ideas are constantly flowing, and I just if I come across a good idea, I'll put it on my phone, like notes, and then
Oh
I'll
yeah.
put it into a story later.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
No, I've got a 3 mile long note in
exactly,
my
right?
phone as
Yeah.
well. No, I get that. How did you define success early in your career compared to today?
When my mom first said she had her own book, children's book,
Mm,
and she said, "I'm gonna give me some stories I can give to Lorraine, my publisher,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Lorraine Sheba." And I was like, "Okay." My mom read them. She's a university educated. She's a teacher, so she gave me the good hope. She's like, "I like your stories." She said,
yeah.
so that's the first one.
Well, that's amazing. No,
Yeah,
I didn't. I'll have to track that down. I didn't know your mom was a writer too.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Because you're not to deflect too far, but your sister
yeah.
is
She
well, she's got a book and
cookbook coming, and
yeah, because she's a chef,
yeah,
right?
and
Yeah.
I'm writing the forward.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay. Let's chat a little bit about the book. Again, if you need to see the amazing cover, there it is. So this is the blurb for the book itself. In this follow-up to his hugely popular Midnight Storm, Moonless Sky, Blackfoot storyteller Alex Soop plunges us again into enthralling tales that mix reality with dark terror. Within its stories, Whisper at Night and They Will Come reveals ancient theories of the paranormal, post-apocalyptic scenarios, impossible wells of grief, and monstrous phobias. Soup scares the wits out of readers, all while uncovering overlooked social anxieties and racism affecting Indigenous peoples across North America. First question about the book itself: were all of these written specifically for the book, or did you have some before?
I had a few that I'd worked on,
Mm-hmm.
I'd finish, and then, like I said, here's where the ADD comes in. I'll write so much of a story, and I'm like, I'll start another one,
Oh yeah,
right? And
yeah,
then I'll come back to this one, and like, I need to finish this one, right? So
yeah. A lot of it, I don't know. I'm not diagnosed, but I feel like I've got ADD myself.
I think a lot of writers do. They just
I
don't know,
think it might be a common thread
right?
for sure. But no, I get the. It's almost like you have to follow where the energy's going. Like you need to work on this one now, or you've got a good idea for this one. I understand the draw for sure.
Yeah, there's one story. My publisher said, "You need one more story."
Yeah.
I wrote one of them in one day.
Oh wow!
Just off the
How it's fun when they come like that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that they don't all come like that for sure. I get you. Is there any of the stories in this book that you would like to expand upon or revisit at some point in the future?
I actually do. My fiance and a couple of friends. I don't know if I forget if it's this book or the first one, but one of the stories she wants a part two,
Oh yeah.
or maybe even a prologue or epilogue.
Oh okay, yeah,
Like
yeah. So
before, right?
so what the fiance wants, the fiance
Yeah.
gets. Yes. Okay, I understand.
She's my number one fan.
Well, that's amazing. Yes, of course. So Eugene Braverock, who's a Blackfoot actor and stuntman, he wrote the foreword, and what I thought was really cool, he wants to turn one of your stories into a feature film.
Yep.
Do you have any idea which one you would like to see if that was ever going to happen?
I think the skydiving one.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to spoil what it's about, but it has something to do with Bigfoot.
Yes.
And it's a different point of view, right?
Yeah.
Like indigenous people, to us, Bigfoot is actually a good entity.
Yeah.
To non-indigenous, they think it's something they want to hunt down and capture,
Well,
right? Or a monster.
It's a monster.
But nobody's died from him, right? So
no.
Exactly. So I think that story would be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm actually one of my next questions is about that story. So, is that your personal favorite story from the collection?
One of them.
Yeah,
because I like skydiving, right? So
okay.
to actually write that part, you actually have to know what it feels like to jump out of an airplane.
Oh, for sure.
Right. So.
Oh, and that did come through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's amazing. That's something because that's something I would never attempt. So that's great that you're taking that one.
Only he falls out, he doesn't jump out.
No, in this story, it doesn't work exactly as planned. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So yeah, that's the title of that story is Botched Landing, and yeah, my first specific question was about that one. So of course, being a horror anthology, a lot of the stories are ominous or they come with a warning. Mm-hmm. With Botched Landing, we are left with so like a potential happy ending, mm-hmm. right? Can you maybe share a bit about how hope has played a role in your journey so far?
Yeah, even on your darkest days, you got to keep positive, right? Look ahead, like if it's a problem, you can probably overcome it, right? Just don't dwell on it too much.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then it'll drag you down.
It just eats you up. Yeah. Not speaking from experience or anything. My favorite story in the collection is Rising Sun. Now, I often, when I'm watching something or reading something, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's going to happen. But with this one, it completely blindsided me and just left me with goosebumps all over. So this brings us to one of the other prevalent themes in some of these stories, which is grief. Which, yeah, we don't need to be too specific. I understand you've had a lot of, if challenges is the right word, you've had a lot of loss in your life. Are these stories, some of them, your way of processing? Is that
100%?
Yeah.
Like I'll have a character after somebody I lost. I'll change the name, of course, but I'll keep their personality alive through the character.
Oh, nice.
And it's my own way of, grieving, in other words, in a good way, right?
Well, yeah, it is an important step to take, but I think that's, again, I don't want to interject myself too much into this, but when we lose somebody, it's wanting to hold on, right? Or to keep a part of them with you. And I think, putting them in your stories is a nice way to do that. Absolutely. In a little bit of a different tangent, another big part of your stories are family and connections in that regard. This was, I think, especially well done in Hide and Go Seek. I was hoping you could explain Indian tacos.
It's an old word because back in the 90s, before the 90s, we were called Indians,
Yeah.
like, and we're still called Indians in the States, but not in Canada.
Yeah.
But it actually derived from the Southwest by the Navajo.
Okay.
So you use fry bread, and then you use all the regular ingredients of a taco.
Yeah.
Only put on the fry bread, hence Indian taco.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the fry bread part that I
Yeah.
wasn't. I didn't want to, like,
Yeah.
ruin the surprise too much for that. Is that something? Was that something that was part of your growing up, or was that more of like just a distant family or idea?
Like
That
Indian
you,
tacos.
well, the Indian tacos,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
specifically.
it's prevalent through all the indigenous, through
Yeah.
right from the north all the way down to the south.
Yeah.
Right into some parts of Mexico.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting detail that you worked in there. So yeah, I
Got to
like.
keep that cuisine.
Oh, absolutely,
Got to keep that part of
absolutely.
the writing.
Yeah, yeah. So this feels like it's going really fast, but it is actually going really fast. From I don't know if we want to jump into what comes next. Would you like to talk at all? You've sorry, Dervile and Uproot is a small press based in Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Have all of your publishing to date, has that all been through?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How's your experience with working with a publisher like that?
Really good. She's very patient. She's very she pushes me in a good way.
Yeah.
And then I like working with her.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, it's always nice to have a positive experience. Yeah. Which is why I'm assuming you're still pushing in that regard. Okay. Well, from what I've read, because I haven't had a chance to read the first book yet, Midnight Storm, Moonless Sky. My understanding, it deals more with the past. Whistle is more current times.
You could say that.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few stories from the first book where it takes place like, long time ago. Hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, that was my understanding, for sure. Now, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything. There is a book 3 in the works.
There is.
Is that also focused on a certain timeline, or is it more future based, or
I just jump around?
Over? Yeah.
I jump around, like whatever, like I said, whatever's on my head. I'll make it sure, like I'll write it and I'll say, well, I guess this would be better suited for 1950, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I jump around, right?
Yeah, and not to suggest that you were purposefully setting them all in certain time frames. I was just kind of curious. I know there was a preview. Thunder amidst the stars. Yeah. Is this part of what you're working on?
Or it's my novel. I'm at a writer's block right now, though. So I'm gonna. What I like to do is I like to start from the beginning, read it, because I read fast, right?
Yeah.
I like to read it from the beginning and then edit while I'm there, and then come up with another idea.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because that was actually supposed to come out, but like I said, the writer's block. So me and the publisher decided, well, let's do another book, another horror collection,
another collection to
Plus, to get my ideas fresh, right?
Well, it keeps things moving, and you got to work the muscles, right?
Yeah.
So, no, that's great. Do you have any other maybe ways to work through writer's block, or it sounds like you might be still in the midst of it a little bit.
Reading.
Yeah.
I have a massive library at home. If I see a book I like, I'll buy it. Right.
Yeah.
Especially secondhand.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So I just read new stuff, and then, or if I'm sleeping at night, I'll have some weird dream. I'll write it down.
That's where the notes come in handy, for sure. Yeah. Speaking of, I guess, reading, what in the realm of horror are you reading or watching or consuming at the moment?
There's a book called John Saul. He's another good writer.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. I'm very familiar with the name. I don't think I've read any of his work.
Okay,
yeah.
And then, of course, Stephen King. I'm always reading his books.
Yeah.
Just I can't put him down.
Oh yeah.
I must have 30 Stephen King books. Nice. And I'm still working on getting more.
Do you have a favorite or a top 2 or 3 of his?
The Shining.
Yeah.
People have seen the movie. It's nothing like the movie.
Yes.
The Shining is really good. That's actually one of my favorite ones that really got me into writing.
Yeah.
And then Misery. That too is pretty different from the movie. So.
Right. Well, that's what I hear, and I am not a huge fan of Stephen King. My favorite Stephen King book is On Writing, where he talks about his journey and process. But I actually just watched The Shining a few months ago for the first time ever.
Okay.
And I know the book is very different, which is why I found the book on one of my thrifting trips. And it's on the massive pile beside the bed. And I'm
you're like me. I have a big pile of.
Oh yeah.
Got to read these first.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Is there how is it best for people to connect with you, or is there maybe through the publisher? Or I know you in one of your past interviews, I saw you were working on a website or something, but I wasn't sure what's in the works.
I'd say through the publisher, or she could give you my info.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I'm working on starting a podcast soon.
Yeah.
And so I'll have to build a site for that too.
No, that's really cool. Well, yeah, I'm excited to see that come together for you, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, of course, as always, I'm going to post all the relevant links. I purchased, as I would suggest, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. I purchased these direct through the publisher, which again is Dervile and Uproot, based in Calgary, or the Calgary area, I should say.
Or Amazon.
Amazon works. I like to support the direct if I can.
But, I don't know what you mean.
But I mean, sometimes it's the only way, and I'm never gonna slag anybody for it. I prefer to buy direct if I can. But
actually, I met a guy who actually, I don't know how he stumbled across my book, but he lives in Ireland.
Oh,
he's an Irish writer, and so I have his book, and it takes place in the old Southwest back in the day.
Oh yeah,
like the 1800s.
Oh wow.
So, and he's like, I've never actually met a real Native American, so I'm glad we're friends. I'm like, well, I'm glad we're friends with an Irishman.
Well, with an Irishman, yeah, for sure.
He likes my writing.
That's amazing. That is the one nice thing about these platforms is that you can reach across the world in ways you never could before.
And my guest writer, Carrie Thomas Cody.
Yes.
Same. We met the same way.
And because Carrie's based in the U.S., yeah?
He's from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, that's right.
He's a Kiowa.
Right.
Kiowa native.
Yeah. Well, and I know, of course, this is your interview. I didn't want to distract too much, but of course, yes. Carrie Thomas Cody does have a really good story in here as well. Kind of an intermission to your story. So that was a nice touch for sure.
Yeah, we're going to work on a project together too.
Are you?
Yeah, in the future.
Yeah. Now, there was a recent anthology. I believe you were. Did you have a story in the most recent Dervile one?
Yes, I did.
And was Carrie in there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I did. That's the other book I picked up when I purchased this. So I'm looking forward to getting to that soon as well. But yeah, are there any other Indigenous authors, creators that you think the world should have more exposure to?
Richard Van Camp.
Oh yes, I know the name.
Up north, Richard Wagamese passed, unfortunately.
Yes,
but he has lots of good books. He's actually, I think he's one of my top writers. Like his writings is so poetic, right?
Oh, very. I've read a couple, and yeah, he's got a very poetic rhythm to it for sure. Yeah.
Drew Hayden Taylor, he's a good one.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, and
unfortunately, Thomas King, I guess he's not Native. He came out just recently. He's not Indigenous.
That's him.
But he looks so Indigenous. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
But I still like him as a writer. It doesn't change the fact that
it's I get it. That's a bit of a sticky
situation.
And I don't want to get too far off track. But I mean, because Buffy St. Marie and different things, I mean, things come up, and how we accept that or we don't, I guess, is up to each of us. But yeah. Okay. I don't really have much else planned, so maybe we can. Is there anything else you'd like to share, or anything else you'd like to direct people to?
Well, I have other buddy. He's an upcoming writer. He gave me his book, and he doesn't read. I told him, you don't read.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told him, if you want to be a good writer, to your listeners out there, if you want to be a good writer, you have to be a good reader, because that's how I started.
Yeah. Well, that's something I hear quite a lot is that again, that's Stephen King's advice. I believe I'm probably going to mess this up, but it's read a lot, write a lot. That's how you get stuff done.
He said that. Okay.
I'm positive that was from the On Writing book.
Hmm.
But I get that, well, much like everything else, people's processes are sometimes different.
Mm-hmm.
I myself am a slow reader, so I don't read as much as you see some people barreling through 6 or 8 books a month.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
No, yeah, I can't even get close. But that's partly why I started this whole endeavor. Was to get me reading more, but it's like I wanted to connect, the Indian small press author community, because I think social media is what it is, but I don't know if that's real connection or not. I just wanted to kind of build a hub for. I mean, I only found you because I Googled like Calgary authors.
Okay.
And cool. I'm super glad I found you. Don't get me wrong, but
that's cool.
there are a lot of writers out there who I don't know. I feel like I could use a bit more community, and there's a lot of writers that I feel could use exposure. Not that
Yep,
I can only do my parts, but that's why we're here. So,
I actually met a coworker last year. He was a server where I worked, and he gave me some of his story to look at. I said, "That's a good writing. You should definitely get started writing."
Yeah, nice. Well, that's part of it too. Is none of us would be here if we didn't have someone say, "Hey, keep going," right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay. Well, maybe we wrap this up for now. Maybe we'll do a part 2 one day.
Oh, I'm down.
Awesome. Okay, so let's see. I've got to thank a bunch of people. Of course, thank you, Alex.
Thanks for having me.
This has been amazing. I'm so grateful that you were able to come out. Want to say a big thank you to the Alexandra Writer Center Society. This is where we're filming today. They are huge supporters of writing in the arts in Calgary and beyond. Of course, I say this pretty much every interview. I'm going to put a link to AWCS in there as well. I thank you everybody for watching, for supporting, and I am looking forward to doing this again soon.
Awesome.
All right. Take care, everyone.